Everything's connected. And then we'll start hatching these eggs that we have to get through. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we are currently on 656 egg hatches for our Shiny Froakie. A little unlucky, but hopefully today we can actually hatch our Shiny. I'm gonna collect a few more of these eggs before we just equipped up and start going. I have been working on my Series 2 team. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, pushing to Master Ball rank. Yeah, I just got a little delayed. Hey, Before Dawn, good to see you. Oops, I was in the wrong box. No step on snack? Wait, what does that mean? Oops. All these eggs are all in devious places. Alright, let me get myself situated here. Hey, Metal Level, good to see you. Internet meme. What's up, Doom Drum? You're doing fine. Good. Great to have you all here. Hope you're all doing well. What Unite game? I haven't played Unite in like months. Alright. No, I mean, there must be some. Yeah, that wasn't me. I haven't played Unite in months. I think, when was the last time I played? I think around the time Scyther got released, but I didn't even play during that. It was like right when Scyther got released, I think, was when I last played. Because I have Buzzwole. Ooh, you're doing the Tapu Koko Dynamax Adventures. Good luck on getting one. Here, I'm gonna actually fly over to Asado Desert, because that's my favorite place to hatch eggs. Because we do get a lot of residual money by collecting items on the ground and such. Well, I can see how you could assume it was me before dawn. But yeah, I haven't played in a while. Alright, so we have our first hatch of the stream. 657. Will this be the shiny? Imagine we just got it right now. Please. Nothing. So in my last stream, someone came in and like traded me a perfect IV Shiny Froakie. But I'm convinced it's not real. Like it's like genned or PK hexed. Like why would you just trade me a... Like first of all, to get perfect IV for the hatch, it's still like not... It's still like pretty rare. I mean, even with Destiny not, it's not even like... Like, you can only send 5... Like, it's just like weird. What? I'm pretty sure my dad does not have Facebook. I'm pretty sure none of my parents have Facebook. Sounds good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like... I mean, there's like YouTubers like Blaine's too, who like just always send out like genned or hacked versions of the starters or whatever, event Pokemon. People are always on that, you know? And I was like looking at the trainer name and I'm like, why does this look so familiar? Like, I swear this is like the name of one of those sys bots that people use. Hold on, let me just show you real quick. Okay, so far nothing. I'm gonna show you the shiny someone traded me. Like, I did it just out of curiosity, but I'm probably gonna transfer this. Because I don't think it's real. Like, why would you give me a perfect IV shiny? And then... Like, see how it has perfect IVs? Like, that's like so sus. That's like beginner PK Hex user type shit or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, do you want a shiny Pokemon? It has perfect IVs. Like, bro, that's like pretty obvious that you gen this. But yeah, like the original OT name, I swear to God, that's like the name of like known Sisbot, but I can't remember. I could be entirely wrong and just sitting here like blowing up this person or whatever, like, but I swear like that's not a real, like I'm pretty sure that's not real. Like that's a fake shiny. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like the chance of you breeding a perfect IV shiny and then giving it away for free is almost zero. That is Link in Link We Trust to spot. See? I knew it was. Yo, Mr. Joe, bro, thank you so much for 42 months, homie. Appreciate you. Great to have you here. The best mod. Rick and Morty, great to see you, homie. See, I knew it was not real. See, at least you know. Like, I knew someone would recognize it, like, in the community. But I swear I was looking at, like, a blacklist before of, like, OTs, and I was like, that looks so familiar. Wait, so I started at 56. I think I'm, like, this is actually the correct. Wait, 57, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. Let's continue on here, sorry. Yeah, so that's not a real shiny. I thought it wasn't, like, literally, like, they gave him, it was so obvious, like, I did the trade just because, like, why not? Like, I could just transfer it. Like, I wasn't, like, gonna pretend, like, you know, whatever. Like, I was just more curious, like, why you, like, willingly, because sometimes people do just give you, like, an extra shiny they hatch, and if it didn't have perfect IVs, I would actually maybe be, like, it'd be kind of harder to tell, is this real or not? But, like, the fact that it's 631 IVs, I'm like, it was just so obvious it was fake. But yeah, it was like, I'm looking for an Indeedee with 0 attack IVs from a raid, and they were like, I have a level 100 shiny. I'm like, bro, no you don't. He's like, I have a level 100 shiny Indeedee with Trick Room and 0 attack. I'm like, no you don't. Like, bro, like, I almost feel like no one has that shit unless they're cheating in the game. But yeah, yo, Ada, great to see you. Yo, I'm sorry, Mr. Joe, I wish it did the whole thing. But yeah, we can learn together. I do not want gen Pokemon or, you know, in general, like, I don't care if you do it. It doesn't matter. I don't even care if you build your whole competitive team gen and you battle me, because that's not really what's going to determine you beating, like, winning the battle or not. It's still going to come down to what you do. But I personally do not want any of that. Like, I don't care about shiny Pokemon that much to gen them in and such. Like, I'd rather have a good competitive Pokemon than a shiny. So yeah, I'm just like in a different camp, like, I don't really care. But it's just cringe that people try to like trade those like they're doing you a favor. It's like, I mean, I'm sure they're just like a kid or something, but it's like, bro. It's like, it's literally a known band. You know, it's a Sisbot. Like, I knew it was. Like, I fucking knew it was. Sorry, excuse my language. I'll try to be more cautious about dropping the F-bomb. Not that, like, it matters that much, but I've been trying to swear less. Improve, like, use more diverse vocabulary. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Ada. Come on, come to YouTube then. This might be better. I'm not sure. I haven't really done much surprise trades. I'm sure it has. 3 more what? Oh wait, I forgot to put on music. I forgot to put on the background music. But yeah, thanks for coming out today. Let's see. Conversation is spotty. Maybe you just maybe you're mobile right now, I'm assuming. At least I have good taste. Well, like, that's fine, you know, do whatever, they can do whatever they want, right? But yeah, like, it's, like, I'm pretty knowledgeable of these type of things, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not naive when it comes to trading. Like, I'm very much, I do not want fake shinies. I don't even want your shiny if it's, like, you know what I mean? I don't even want your shiny at all. What I want is a legitimate trade. Oh, you are mobile. I feel you. Yeah, exactly. I honestly would be down to do that more if there was Pokemon Home integration, because I don't have any room to like store a bunch of egg hatches in this game. My box space is so limited, unfortunately. Oh wait, I forgot to switch out my eggs. Alright, so we're technically at 666, which reaped us nothing of value. I'm gonna actually transfer this shiny that person traded me. So this shiny Froakie is obviously traded from a Sass Squad. Confirmed in the chat by a YouTuber or Twitch streamer in link we trust. So someone got this from their Sass Squad and they like went around. I don't know what they were trying to achieve. Maybe like look good or clout. I don't know, honestly. Maybe they thought they were doing me a favor. Deleting that shit. Let me save this so you know for a fact it's gone. I just don't want that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, why would I be sitting here for over 600 egg hatches just to go trade with a bot? You know what I mean? That's why I think it's interesting when I was doing RNG manipulation in BDSP, and like, there was like maybe only one person that came in that was like accusing me of cheating whenever I was doing that. I'm like, bro, like I'm spending hours doing this. Why wouldn't I just like, I could have just PK hex this shit if I really wanted to, and it would take like a few minutes. It's like, the reason why is because there's actually value in the hunt. It adds a lot more value. Because like, I was a kid, I had an action replay at one point. I went through and turned a bunch of Pokemon I had into shinies, made them perfect, level 100s. And you just feel nothing for those Pokemon. Like, I've transferred them all before, like, you know, whether they were in home or like before they went to home, I didn't even transfer them into home. But a lot of those Pokemon, like, I look at them and I'm like, I don't feel anything for them. But when I look at like some of my old starter Pokemon that I didn't even use competitively, like I still have this nostalgic feel like I knew that Pokemon. And I mean, like, I feel like when you play an RPG, big part of playing it is the submersive aspect of it, right? Like, why would I even play this game if I'm not trying to at least, like, I don't know, somewhat enjoy the fantasy aspect of being a Pokemon trainer? I mean, I guess, like, if you're just a battler or something, it makes sense to just gen your Pokemon. You don't feel like... It does take a while to grind for teams, I will admit. But, like, in regards to shiny hunting, why even shiny hunt? If you're just someone who gen... Like, or at least, like, look at it this way. Why flex your shinies if you're just genning them? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that at all. It's like the same as, like, in Pokemon Go when people spoof. And they, like, post their shundos on Twitter. It's like, bro, why are you even posting this? No, like, why would anyone... Like, there's people that care because they're, like, naive or they're also spoofers, or they're children, you know. But like, it doesn't make sense to me at all. It's like, why don't you just spend your time doing something entirely different? You know? It's like playing basketball, but the hoop is lower than you. Like, you know, the hoop's eye level, and you just walk up to it and drop the ball in it. I can get the highest points ever in that game of basketball, but like, why would you even play it at that point? Adam, sorry. Oh yeah, it's on the last stream on daily. You can go check it on Twitch or on my daily Sassifrass YouTube channel. Well, it's like, it's exciting, you know, when you get like a shiny new toy. But I'm telling you, like, as someone who's like, you know, even back in the day when I had action replay on like the 3DS, like those Pokemon you just don't care about them anymore. Like when I remember I had in my Animal Crossing game, I genned in, I didn't even put eggs in my party. I'm so distracted right now. Sorry about that. Like I had a game of New Leaf, I think it was called, on the DS, and I just hacked in a bunch of money and all the items I wanted, and the game instantly became worthless. Like, why did I even play Animal Crossing anymore? It was like pointless. I mean, if I'm gonna have like a hot take here, like, probably shouldn't even be playing video games like on that level, let alone going into the video. Like, imagine, it's like, at least like if you're gonna play the video game, enjoy it face value, like what it is. Like, it just feels like really weird to want to like invest your time in something that you probably shouldn't even be doing, or like even care to. Like, there's like, not that you shouldn't be doing that. Obviously, if it's entertainment, is what I'm saying. It's like it's not a priority to play a video game, you know. Like, if it brings you joy, sure, but I don't know. I'm only saying this because like, the person's like, you know, like it got, like someone tried to trade it to me in a stream, and you're not really doing me, like, the ultimate point is like, you're just not doing me a favor by doing that. Like I could never use that realistically, even though like it would never be, you know. Yo, you got 2 shiny Kufons, congratulations. Yeah, I got so caught up in that hacked Froakie. I'm not, like, again, even if it was legit, which I'm 99.9% sure it's not, I don't really care if I have that or not. And I doubt, like, think of it this way, like, there's multiple red flags in that scenario. Perfect IV shiny, trading it for free. Granted, there could be, he could have been the luckiest kid on the planet and just like, maybe, you know, try and write off something on his taxes or something. Sounds good, Ada. You got 3 shiny today? Congratulations, Chimtro. What'd you get? We're just getting wrecked. Alright, let me try to be a little more focused, because I was running around here with no eggs in my inventory. Alright. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really mind if that's what you do in your game. Just don't try trading them to me or pretending like they're real. You know what I mean? Like, I even said to the person, like, are these PK Hex? And they were like, no, but then they disappeared. Like, they were gone after that. You know, it's like, alright. It's whatever. But I was not born yesterday. It's just funny to me that, like, these are literally, like, known sit spots. It's like if you got traded a perfect shiny that had the name Blaine's on it. You know what I mean? Or like Machamps.com. Machamps.com is like way more obvious, but like any of these like Poketubers that are like set up these sis spots for views and like to gain money off of it, it's like, yeah. Like again, if you're a casual player, this doesn't like I understand the appeal of just like getting a shiny and like running it for raids or whatever. Like you're not really harming anyone when you do that. But me personally, like, even though I know that, like, Gamefreak, like, if it's gen correctly or PK hex correctly, you're never gonna get in trouble. You can run that in a full-fledged tournament and you'll be quite okay. It's just, like, the principle of the matter. Like, being someone who does play competitively and goes to tournaments and shit, like, I don't want to, like, compromise a tournament over some random shiny I don't give a crap about. You know? Like, why am I gonna? I'm not gonna trust like some random trade on the internet that, like, you know, has red flags to it. And the reality of it is, people could be trading non-shiny Pokemon that are genned, and I would never even think to like verify, like, is this real or not? You're currently hunting Dreepy and on encounter 105. Yo, good luck. Hopefully you can get it fast. You're doing Masuda method also? Best IV shiny with perfect nature, best logical thing to give someone for free seems so legit. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. I mean, granted it had Torrent as its ability, which, you know, could have been like an egg hatch, but then it's like, I don't know. It would be so funny if that was a real shiny and the reason why they traded it is because it didn't have protein on it. But it's like, you could just ability patch that, you know what I mean? Doesn't make sense. And it's like, I've never seen that person before. It's not like they were like some OG viewer that was like, yo, I appreciate the content you make. Here, I worked hard for this for you or something. You know, it's just some random person like probably looking to get some type of, elicit some type of reaction out of a streamer. Like, thank you so much for this. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you did this for me. You know? Yeah, I mean, Blaine does give info about the game for sure. Like, I'm not even like talking down upon Blaine's or any of these creators. I'm just saying that like they're known Sysbot distributors. You know, that's all I was trying to say with that. Yeah, I know Reverse Stone, right? Yeah, PhD. Yeah, I can give you a Froakie. You got 2 shiny Psyduck and a shiny Skiploom. Yo, congratulations, Chimchar. Yeah, I can trade you one too, Mr. Joe. It is coming back. The way they do these events is they do the 1 week and then the next week is a different event, and then the following week they bring back the tier 7 raids. So they do the tier 7 raids twice. It seems like that's like the current cycle. Yeah, but with that, don't you have to like actually pay? Like you have to do like a member subscription for these people's channels, from what I've seen. Like even Blaine's for Sword and Shield had like some bot that you could trade. Like for example, if you got a Machamps.com shiny, you could trade it to the Sysbot and it would trade you it. It would change the name, the OT to your OT. Like there's ways to like manipulate Pokemon. Like it's existed forever. But yeah, ultimately what I'm just trying to get at is that like I personally don't care what you do. I'm not gonna, like, as long as you're not trying to like pretend that you're like something that you're not to me, like, you know what I mean? I don't really care. Like, do what you want. Like, we know, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're not living in denial of what you're doing and such, like, that's fine. Do it up. Yo, nice, Chimchar. That's super clutch, bro. Were you shiny hunting them, or was it something where you just kind of stumbled upon them? Yes. Mr. Joe, we'll help you out, bro. I want you to get these raids, man. I know you've been busy and such. And Link We Trust is free. So it's just kind of like you go in the showdown, build the Pokemon, send it and it builds it for you. Damn, that's crazy, dude. See, that's the only thing about Pokemon I dislike is, not even that necessarily, but there's like certain elements to competitive play that are kind of walled behind like IVs. And it really only is in regard to like legendary Pokemon. But like this Indeedee, female Indeedee with Trick Room, you know, people are just, I can almost guarantee people Sisbot or Gend their Indeedee with Trick Room. Which is kind of shitty to think, you know, because I'm like not even building a female Indeedee in game for VGC purely because I don't have one that has 0 attack. And it's like, maybe I'm like obsessing too much over 0 attack. But like, I'm actually like running around daily checking my raids and shit, which takes a lot of time, only to not even find an Indeedee female at tier 5 or whatever. So it's like kind of annoying to me because I want to run like Armarouge Indeedee female. And it's like, I guess I could just like bite the bullet and build it anyways. But the thing is like, Indeedee is like actually a Pokemon that will take more damage from foul play in that scenario. And foul play is pretty common. So I will admit, like, it annoys me that this is a thing in Pokemon still, that like cheaters do get an advantage. And like, it's one of the reasons why I've like kind of stopped even playing like Pokemon Go competitively on that level, because I feel like it caters way too much to people that have like way too much time or money, and I don't know, I just, when you really like look at like the diversity and competitiveness in the game, it really comes down to most of the time just like a coin flip. So yeah, is that really the best way to spend your time when the company that actually runs it doesn't truly care about competitive play? Like, I will admit, like, at least in Scarlet and Violet, you don't have to run an Indeedee. It's nice to have a team. It's actually a really good core, but it's not necessarily essential to be a top 1 tier or do good. So, I mean, I can kind of turn my eye a little bit here. Yo, that's insane, Chimchar. Congratulations on your find. No, Mr. Joe, I don't think, but we could do it at some point, bro. It works, so use PKX to build Pokemon, whatever you choose to do, make no bounce on it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, Mel and Indeedee can learn Trick Room naturally. So, Mel and Indeedee in every generation previous to this can learn Trick Room. It's the female one that can never learn Trick Room until this gen, but people couldn't figure out if it was a mistake or not, because you can't breed for it, you can't trade, it's not an egg move, you can't like pass it over to another female Indeedee. You can only obtain this move from a raid Indeedee that's a female. And the reason why, like, the male Indeedee's offensively stat-wise, like the move pool for male Indeedee is generally like offensive and whatever, and female is defensively built, even with its moveset. As you've probably noticed, people mainly run female Indeedee for Trick Room, mainly because of its like follow me setup and such. But now that it gets Trick Room, it became like even better, because now it can actually set up its own Trick Room and such. So that's why I'm like talking about this specific Pokemon, is because Armarouge plus Indeedee is like insanely good, because you can even like do a set with like Armarouge where it's weakness policy and weak armor, and you can like proc it with like, say you Terra Dark into Armarouge, and then you U-turn into your Armarouge and set off its weakness policy and armor. It's weak armor and its weakness policy. Then you switch in Indeedee, it sets up Psychic Terrain, and you're blasting off extremely strong expanding forces that hit both targets. It's like a very common tech on the ladder that's like S tier. Maybe not as good in open sheet, because it's like you can play around it better, because you can see like what its Terra type is and such, and then it has weakness policy. But yeah, like, it's actually like a super good strat, because it's like you don't want to hit the Armarouge with a super effective hit, because you're afraid you're going to trigger its weakness policy and then it's going to like destroy you. Like, That's like the whole point of Heracross is like, it's a really good Pokemon. And granted, it's still situational that you need the 0 attack IV, but it's like, if you're gonna like invest Terra Shards and all the resources it takes to build a Pokemon, like you're gonna want to optimize its IVs. So as a special attacker, you generally want 0 attack IV to reduce the damage for foul play and such. Especially being a psychic type Pokemon that already takes super effective damage from dark types. So yeah, it's like, it's a Pokemon I want to build, but I can't build it. And it's like maybe one of the more unique scenarios of a Pokemon I can't really build right now without like making somewhat of a compromise. Which I think like realistically, it's probably still worth building it with bad IVs, to be honest. But like I'm just such a... like I'd rather just hoard it and wait for the off chance. Well, let me trade with you real quick. I'll get there in a second. So 25654785. What's your in-game name, by the way? I think there's a chance to. It's better to try to get him in Medali. The one I have, I'm borrowing from Nate because he caught one. He has a 0 speed and a 0 attack IV Ditto that he gave me to borrow that I've been using for breeding. But like a lot of this stuff I already own from previous gens, but like because Pokemon Home isn't, you know, I can't trade them in yet. I'm just kind of like start anew. Oh wait, I'm not even online. My bad. Alright, let me go online. Alright. Let's see if this connects to you. So Ender is your in-game name? Thanks again for coming out to the stream today. I hope everyone's having a great week. Hoping I get the shiny today, but this has been one of those hunts that... it's kind of like a give and take how I feel about it. I mean, I love Greninja as a shiny. We are breeding for 0 attack IV. For the off chance, we are just going to build a fully special offensive Greninja down the line. But it's mainly just to leave the option open. Okay. Let me trade you one of these. Wait, what? Wait, you're giving me a shiny? Wait, sorry. Or are you just showing it? I backed out because I wasn't sure, like, if you wanted to trade that or not. You're breeding Oranguru. That makes sense. Yeah, I'll go back in. Sorry about that. Something glitched, yeah. Yeah, exactly, Reverse On. I agree. I agree with you 100%, bro. That's the main thing about it. I mean, I'll trade for this. If you're honestly trading this to me. Bro. No way. PHG24 trading me a shiny... Why can't I remember the name of this Pokemon? Kufon's Evolution. Why can't I remember the name of this right now? Copperage. That's what it's called. No way. Yo. Thank you so much. I know this is real. Like, this is definitely a real one. Yo, you sure you don't... Do you want something for this? Like, that's not Froakie? Bro, that was really nice of you. Let's check it out. So you caught this as a Kufon and you evolved it. wow. That was really nice of you. See, like, that I can believe is a real shiny. Like, it just looks real based on, like, the IVs and such. Yo, that was really nice of you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'll throw this in my shiny box. Wow, that was cool. Was not expecting that. Alright, let's keep on hatching these eggs. Alright. Let's see. I didn't get a full amount of box or eggs today, but I'm really just hoping there's a shiny sitting in here. By the way, did you know there's like I saw there was a video that came up by Wolf Glick where he used an AI Pokemon team builder to build a team in game, and that got me really curious. So I was looking at this website. There's a website that generates. That could be gen, but it's impossible to prove, so you choose what to believe. I have no comment, to be fair. Yeah. It could still be gen, but I would say, like, the chance of someone catching 2 shinies in an outbreak or, like, just randomly shiny hunting is actually very high. And I've even done a similar thing where I've caught extras in a hunt, and I just gave my other one away. So, like, it feels like that's what happened. Like, that's what it feels like. Cause like, yeah. Tomorrow, aside today, I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm probably not gonna stream on the Daily Sassifrass YouTube channel. Cause I'm gonna be doing battles. I have a VGC YouTube channel where I'm gonna be climbing to Master Ball rank for Series 2. But what I was trying to say is the team I'm using is actually... So I was building it, you know, I was just building it. But I decided to input some of the Pokemon into the AI generator and see like what the AI thought I should use on my team. And it was actually kind of interesting. Like, I don't think it's perfect. You know, I don't think it like... Because it doesn't pick movesets or abilities, it just picks items and Tera types. And it's based off of just like data submitted from the current series. So it's not like... it's not like you can just turn off your brain and it builds a team for you. Like, you kind of have to look at it and think like, why is it pairing these Pokemon together or something? But I've been trying to run Altaria in Series 2. I didn't run it at all in Series 1. I didn't even think it's good, and it's like not even really that good. But it's kind of an interesting pick because it can kind of wall Iron Hands and Palafin, and it completely shuts down any weather users like Pelipper, Tyranitar, or Torkoal, which I feel like are maybe not going to be everywhere, but there's going to be teams that are definitely rain and sun, especially with like the Paradox coming around. Am I doing Noibat Sunday? Is that Community Day? Because I think I am. Like, I forgot it was this weekend, but I am off. I'll probably hit up RC Cola. Hey, Robbie. I mean, sure. Right now, your EV training scissor, good luck, yeah. Yeah, there's a pretty good chance I'll do Community Day and stream it then. We'll see. Yeah, really good chance that will happen. If I get a random unwanted shiny, I just wonder trade them away. I don't bother offering them to people due to too much hassle to convince it's not gen. That's a good point too, you know, like... I mean, even getting them in wonder trades, you can never know for sure. I feel like in this game it's kind of really hard to tell unless there's just like... obvious signs, like it's like perfect IV, perfect nature, etc. What's the Community Day move? I honestly didn't even look. I didn't even know it was Noibat Community Day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's how disconnected I am with Go these days. Like, I still do factions, but I don't know. I don't think I should publicly say anything about something I'm thinking about in that, but Yeah, I've just been like not really playing Go as like it's been way more casual for me, which I think has actually made the game a lot more enjoyable for me, you know. But yeah, it feels very liberating to not care about playing Go Battle League. That's for sure. Like I didn't even try to hit Legend last season, and it was just like nice to finally like, you know, give that free time. Like a lot of those hours I spent in that game, I've just like put back into my animation, which has been really good. Give you a Pokemon Violet and you will shiny hunt it. What should they hunt? Dondozo. Maybe. Boom Burst. Oh, okay, so they're giving it Boom Burst. That's cool. Yeah, like it's a social thing. Like Pokemon Go is like a social game. Like I feel like most people just want to maintain their friendships and such they've gained through the game. It's hard to think like what the end goal of Pokemon Go is at this point. Alright. Let's keep on keeping on. Thanks again for coming out today, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow I'm gonna be climbing. Usually I like to like do VGC stuff right as the cycle switches over, but I'm a couple days late. So I'm gonna be doing some of my first matches on stream tomorrow. And I'm gonna be running Altaria, an Altaria team. So it's gonna be a little spicy. Like it's definitely spicy. I mean, like that's how I like to play the format. But honestly, VGC this year so far in this game has been like some of the most mind-blowing stuff I've seen in a long time. Like on paper, a lot of people just look at the stats and such and they're like, these are the good Pokemon, these are the ones that are going to perform the best, etc, etc, etc. But what I've noticed is Pokemon that aren't even like getting attention end up rising in usage because of like terrestrializing and finding this very niche role in the meta that like, you know, like they build a team that just supports it well and it's like, wow, this Pokemon never got play in VGC and here it is in Scarlet and Violet, like doing work. Like Tropius, for example, during Series 1. Even like Frostmoth was getting play, which is amazing. It was like getting tournament results. So like, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I was playing on Showdown and there was definitely scenarios where I set up with Altaria and they couldn't remove Altaria. Like the idea is like, I'm running Cotton Guard on it and it gets +3 defense in 1 turn. And if it doesn't have a way to like one-shot Altaria, a lot of times like I can just sit there and stall them out or like live forever. That's kind of the idea. Yeah, honestly, I've been wanting to get a Dondozo shiny, but I hate hunting in that area. Like, I just despise the lake area. What is the... Are you talking about the event for Vegas? The Hoenn event? Or is that something different, Mr. Joe? Yeah, you need like an ice move to one-shot it. But the thing is, I'm running Terra Steel on mine. So the idea is like, it's Roost, Cotton Guard, Dragon Breath, and Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp is just to like shut down physical attackers, do residual damage on things over time. And then Dragon Breath is primarily just to get a chance to proc a Paralyze on things that are like fire types. It's very... It's not like... It's very weak. Yo, that's insane, PhD. If you want, like, I'll trade you something for it. I have a shiny Sandgas or something I'll give you for it. That way, like... You know. It feels more like a fair trade. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, if you send me a shiny Dondozo, I'm going to build it for VGC. more than likely. I have yet to commit to building Tatsugiri and Dondozo, but there's no denying that they're not a good core to have as an option for a team. Yeah, for sure. Sounds good, Chimchar. Scyther is pretty good. Honestly, like, I've been wanting to build a Scizor for Series 2. I've actually been debating on putting Scizor on my current team that I'm gonna build. Like, I had Iron Treads on it, but I just feel like Iron Treads is a little underwhelming as a Pokemon. And then like, right now, I tentatively have King Gambit as my Steel type. Like, I'm trying to put a Steel type on the team that can remove Fairy types. And honestly, like, Iron Treads could do it pretty well, but it's just kind of underwhelming, like I said. Well, I need to see where some of these shinies are, because... I mean, not shinies, some of these eggs, because my eggs that I was breeding earlier went everywhere. Let me just make sure. Alright. Yeah, but I figured out, I actually hunted these in my friend's games. I found zero attack of the, variants that are not, like the Scarlet variants. So, you can actually, as long as, like, you have a friend that has the other game, if you both go to Area 0 and you're in the same area, you can spawn each other's Paradox Pokemon. So, pretty much in Area 0, it's like glitched out that you can't see your friend. I don't know, apparently you're supposed to be able to see each other in there, but for some reason whenever you go in, you don't see them. So you kind of have to communicate and but it only works if you're in the same zone. Like, you have to be standing pretty much in the exact same area. Because we see the same spawns, and whenever you spawn in, like, say you have Scarlet and you spawn in Sandy Shocks, I see that spawn. So the idea is, like, the person of the opposite game, they put a sandwich on to increase their odds of finding that type or Pokemon, and then they just stand there. And then you, on the opposite game, can, like, continuously hunt the opposing version exclusive. And I was hunting for zero attack on this because that's the optimal IVs for PvP. And by the way, like, Sandy Shocks got first place in a tournament recently. Which, that was a Pokemon also people were saying, oh, this is not going to be viable. So, I don't know, like, I honestly feel like people right now are saying Iron Treads are not... Like, people say Iron Treads is not good. You know, because it doesn't have the same type of ground coverage that, like, Great Tusk has. Like, it has... You have to either Earthquake or Stomping Tantrum. But, I don't know, I feel like there's probably a way to make it work. Like, if there was one thing I was kind of doing with Iron Bundle and Iron Treads, and what it was doing was... I'm running Electric Terrain Iron Bundle. And what I would do is, I would lead Iron Bundle with... Like, if they were leading Grimmsnarl, for example. So, like... For example, like, my opponent led Grimmsnarl and Palafin. They're gonna put up the special defense thing, because they don't want to get freeze-dried and get their Palafin removed. Turn 1. So, what I do is I just Electric Terrain, and then I straight up Steamroller the Grimmsnarl slot, so it removes it instantly. And what Steamroller does is as long as there's it only works if there's a terrain active on the field. But what it does is it removes the terrain, and then it does, like, insane damage. I think like base 120 or something. So the way it interacts though in fight, Iron Bundle is booster energy, it generally goes first. Set up Electric Terrain, which activates Quark Drive on my Iron Tread, which its boost will be speed, which means I'm now outspeeding. It's kind of like setting up a Tailwind on my side of the field. It's like equivalent of giving a Choice Scarf to the Iron Treads. So then I just go straight Steamroller, and it instantly knocks out Grimmsnarl turn 1. So that's the idea, is that's like a tech you can do, but it's also kind of predictable, and it's not even like Like, I feel like Steamroller is like one of those moves. Like, I was trying to originally build a team with it where it was like Indeedee and Pincurchin. But like, that's kind of where my problem lied. Like, I didn't have this Indeedee I was like talking about. So I kind of leaned away from that idea because I didn't really feel like building an Indeedee that wasn't optimized IV wise. So that's where I find myself right now. Oh, it's 130 for Steel Roller. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's really strong. But it's a situational move too. Like, it only works while there's terrain on the field. Charizard's not allowed. It's only regional decks. So Charizard, Cinderace, and Greninja are not in the decks. Like, they're in the game, but if you can't find them in the Pokedex. So they have to be included in the Pokedex. So as of right now, yeah, none of those Pokemon are allowed. Oh. Yeah, I'll trade you real quick. Tell me what the code is. Just let me know what the code is, homie. They made the Vegas one by taking away features from all of us in the global event. Wait, really? What did they take away? Alright. This is actually the team I'm looking at. Here, I'll just show it to you real quick. It's this King Gambit with Amoonguss, Iron. I didn't build the Iron Hand. I didn't build these four yet, but this is the Swablu. I haven't built it yet. I just bred it. No attack. My Fluttermane and Iron Bundle. I don't know. Like, I put Fluttermane on the team. It's really good, but like, I don't know if it's like the best pick to have on my team. Like, I almost feel like I might change it. We'll see. Right, I'm just looking to see what's up with these eggs. Alright, let me get in the trade screen real quick, bro. Alright. Thanks again for tuning in. But yeah, I will be making, like, if we do good with the team tomorrow, and I feel like it's not like a big learning curve to get good at the team. I mean, more than likely, I'll probably put it up public so you can try it out yourself. But, yeah, it's like, alright, it should be Ash. I remember you told me your name is Ash. Here you go, bro. Thank you. All right. Thank you for the Scyther egg. But yeah, I mean, I've been really intrigued by the versatility in the current VGC format. Like, that's one of the, like, I don't think necessarily Altaria is a good pick. Like, I didn't look at Altaria and think, like, the main reason why I wanted to run it was for Cloud9. Like, that's the main selling point of what I was looking at. Was like, oh, I bet you weather will be really common in Series 2. But if I'm being honest, like, I feel like I haven't seen, again, like, this is based on my Showdown experience. I haven't seen much weather. I've seen a lot of people just bringing, like, you know, like, they're not really trying to set up, I guess, like, the downside of setting up sun or, you know, electric terrain would primarily be that you're also setting it up for your opponent if they, you know, do that. Nah, I'm good right now. I don't want any Pokemon that aren't currently obtainable legally. Like, I know people were pretty much hacking in these Pokemon, but then, like, breeding them so they seem legit, and then they're trading them out. Yeah, I don't want anything like that, because there's a chance that you can get banned online. Like, in general. Let's see. Honestly, like, whenever, like, I'm someone that I don't think, like, Pokemon Go shinies are not legitimate shinies, so I'm probably just gonna put one of my shiny Chespin from Go into Home once we're allowed to. Like from Home into Scarlet Violet, if anything. Like stuff like that. Because that's a Pokemon that is a physical attacker, so it's like, you don't really, it doesn't matter if it has like IVs and special attack as well. There's no negative downside. Dang, we're over 700 eggs. This is crazy. I didn't think this would turn into such a, like... The thumbnails on my YouTube channel are like increasingly going more insane. It's like, I'm happy at the beginning of the hunt. And then I'm just losing my hair by the end. Alright, 7-10. Will this be a shiny? That's crazy that could be gemmed. Awesome, Chimchar. That's great, bro. Appreciate you hooking me up with an egg. Alright, 7-11. That's crazy that everything can be made. That's crazy, yo. Feels bad to be a purist. Like, I can't imagine what it would be like to be a purist. Like, I definitely have, like, lines in the sand of what I... You know, where I'll like have boundaries on like what I accept as like a legitimate Pokemon or not. But yeah, like I was talking about this a little bit a couple streams ago, how there is a full community of shiny hunters that they'll transfer Go. Like if you transfer, if I was like trading Go shinies, you know, Wonder trading away, they would just transfer it the minute they got it because they don't view it as a legitimate shiny. Like it's like Gen Pokemon and then like Pokemon and Go shiny. Like that's like kind of like how they rate it to a degree, which is kind of crazy to me. Like I always looked at it like every Pokemon game has like some type of exclusivity to a degree, like whether it be mystery gifts that are only regional, like in certain regions or whatever. But I guess like if it's like just primarily based on the concept of like community day shinies or like things trapped behind raids, I don't know. You found a Veluza shiny? That's crazy. I'm assuming you found one. Alright, let's keep going. I don't know, personally, it's just a video game at the end of the day. I mean, it's really about like what you do with it. Like if you're doing these things, it's fine. Just don't pretend you're something that you're not. Like if you're like showing off your shinies and pretending you're like some pristine shiny hunter, that's cringe. You know? Ah, no shiny. You're just getting constantly pummeled by them. Like, I like shiny hunting. Like, I always say, like, I don't consider myself a big shiny hunter, but it's more that, like, I identify more as a battler. You know, because I'm not... But I like shiny hunting. I like the aspect to hunt. I like building up my collection. You know, achieving that goal. Like, as much as this has been, like, hours and hours of just, you know, wishing it was over at times, I've residually got a lot of money collecting a bunch of star pieces and Stardust, and, you know, it'll make it more worth it once we snag it. Like, I'll look at this shiny as, like, you know, I still look at my Rotom from Sword and Shield as, like, you know, I have emotional connection to this Pokemon. Like, I refuse to shiny hunt Rotom in this game because I want to just send that over once I can. Let's hope you do not find another shiny in this area. You're like, I don't want another one. Damn, that's crazy. Did you make them yourself? That's nuts. Reverse lawn. Oh my gosh. I was so confused for a second. I was like, wait, what? Okay, that didn't count. As an egg hatch. I was like, what is this? Thanks, bro. I'll throw it over here in this box. I didn't realize I even threw that in my... Like, I knew I had it in that box, but I had no idea that I actually threw it into the current batch. Wow. Dang, this is nuts, chat. Like... 715. This is a very unlucky hunt. Yeah, thank you. Alright. That's pretty crazy. Like, the one thing I'd want to use PK Hex for is for my Gen 1 games. If I, like, ever downloaded PK Hex. Because that doesn't affect anything that's current day. Like, I could, like, go crazy in that game, and it wouldn't matter. I've been, like, I bought a ROM ripper that should be coming in the next week or so for my Game Boy Advance and Game Boy games, so I can play them, like, take my actual save files from my games and, like, play them on my computer. That way I can stream it, and then also, like, vice versa, send it back to my cartridge and play it on my Game Boy. But I've been thinking about maybe putting out some content for some OG Pokemon games, whether it be, like, RNG manipulation or maybe even doing, like, a Nuzlocke or something like that, where it's, like, you know. You had a plan to beat Sorensha with Lugia only in Pogo Origin. Lugia can be like level 20, so beating every gen with it is possible. Oh yeah, that's right, the legendaries are level 20. That is true. Alright. Here we go. Another Sammy. This is actually making me a little hungry. Think about maybe throwing like a French bread pizza in my convection oven. Like, it only take me a second to throw it in, because it is about lunchtime here. Alright, so we've done 715 eggs, and unfortunately not much luck. I like the clothes though that I got on. I feel like it's solid. I had an idea, like, what if I recreated these sandwiches in IRL, but then I thought, like, what a waste it would be of, like, product. You know? Like, imagine if I, like... It would be, like, that would be an amazing video, I feel like. But it also just feels like such a waste of food, because these sandwiches are probably disgusting. Most of them. Hey, Creep and Boom, good to see you. It's kind of cringe people swear by Pogo Origin Mons to be all legit. It's kind of cringe people swear by Pogo Origin Mons to be all legit and recipe worthless. Wait, what do you mean by origin? Hey Gab, I'm good on Froakie. Trying not to, like, be traded potentially Sisbot shinies and such. Make one a day on stream and then try it. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, it could be interesting, right? Like, I feel like that's good content right there. That's like out of the box content, like. But it just takes so much effort to do something like that. I mean, they are captured in Pogo. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, like, I didn't even know you can PK Hex Pokemon Go Pokemon into the game in general. Like, I didn't even know that. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the whole thing. Like, this is how I look at it. Like, knowing the source of what you're trading for is probably the biggest thing, right? And then, like, just think of it, like, logically. Like, if you had a Shiny Froakie, for example, would the first thing you do is go trade it away for free, for nothing? You know, or like... Yeah, it's like, so many people are just distributing Sisspot Shiny Froakie right now. So it's just like, I don't want that, you know what I mean? Alright, but yeah, like, again, do what you want. It's your choice, like, what you got, but like... Yeah, there's like so many different YouTubers that are just like doing events right now. You just gotta join their Discord. Get a Gend Shiny. Alright. Yeah, I mean, a little bit earlier if you're just tuning into the stream. So my last stream, someone traded me a perfect IV Shiny Froakie. I was just like curious, like, oh, you want to trade me a Shiny? Let me see what it looks like. And, you know, obviously it was fake. Like, it was pretty obvious when I saw that. It was like, this is not real. Like, why would you trade this to me? For nothing. But, yeah, even like the OT on the trainer name was a known Sisspot. But yeah, that's what I'm just trying to say is like, I transferred that stuff. I transferred it like on stream today. Like I just removed it. So it was like evident. But yeah, I mean like, not to be whatever, but even like the person just came in, like don't trade your legitimate shiny for that. Like I'm gonna assume that they're trading Sisspot shinies. But it could be, you know, there is a chance it could be like an extra hatch Froakie. Like I will admit like, I'm not gonna assume 100% like someone's intentions or like what the origin of their Pokemon is or whatever. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. But yeah, I'm gonna say like if someone's like saying I have a Shiny Froakie, give me I'm trading a shiny for my, like, you know what I mean? Like that just seems like they're trading fake shinies to get legitimate shinies. But that's just like what I think. That's my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like, it's kind of like, it's difficult to know 100% legitimacy. Like, in the previous gen, they had memory checks. So, like, if someone genned a Pokemon in-game, it would not have it wouldn't have a memory of their trainer. So, like, if I took that Froakie to a memory, whatever, in Sword and Shield, it would be like, this does not have a memory of their trainer. It wouldn't say that it was, like, hatched at a certain route or whatever. So it would be like, okay, this is clearly Gend or Sisspot. You can gen Pokemon with correct memory, but it's hard. Jesus. That's crazy. Damn, Reverse Dawn, you know a lot about this stuff. But I appreciate you, like, relaying the information. Because I see you as someone who just likes experimenting. You know, you're like a tinkerer. Like, you're like tinkering with these concepts. You're not like pretending that you're like getting these shinies for free and handing them out. You know? Jeez Louise, chat. This is just fudge. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just kind of fascinating, technology and like how these are coded and such at the end of the day. All right, this is 523. What do you to hunt? What would be a good Pokemon to hunt? How about Satotl? Or wait, did you say you have Satotl already? Yeah, because I imagine you're getting annoyed by the Dondozo situation. What mass outbreaks do you have in your game? Maybe that'd be a good starting point. 725, let's go. This is so nuts. This is the longest egg hatch I've done in this game so far. Oh no. Wait, am I doing this right? I think I'm on the wrong number. Sounds good, Mr. Joe. Enjoy. Yeah, I think I'm on 725. What am I doing? This is legitimately insane. Let's see how much we have left. This box, that box, that box. Yep. Let me save real quick, because I do not want my game to crash and lose all my progress. That would be a nightmare. Wait, what? Wait, how did I touch that? Coolfish could be cool. Yeah, they can't authenticate at that point. It's true. Like, there's definitely Gen Pokemon. Like, to be fair, all Gen Pokemon can't be determined. Like, there's nothing that Gamefreak can do to determine the legitimacy majority of the time. It's more like there's elements to it that can help you figure out, like, what are the red flags here. Like, ultimately, like, a shiny that's hatched... Like, if it's a shiny that's caught in the wild that's perfect IVs, that's pretty obvious. It's, like, probably fake. You know, 99.9% sure it's fake. Perfect IV, egg hatch, more than likely fake, because why would they trade that to you? There's just, like, so many layers to it where it's, like, you can kind of just assume it's not real. Like, think about you as a person. Like, if you spent all that time breeding a perfect IV shiny, would the first thing you do is go to a stream and trade it away for nothing? No, probably not. Alright. Hold on, I went the wrong way. 726. But also in like that same idea, it's like... It's kind of like messed up that... Like, you know, I'm assuming, obviously, like, the one person that came in saying that they were trading Shiny Froakie for other shinies, like, that's messed up. Like, it's like, I'm trying not to assume, you know, because obviously it's not good to just assume something. But when I instantly saw that, like, in my chat, I'm just thinking, like, that person just... Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't like that at all. Like, I almost want to ban the person, like... Just like thinking about it more, like the type of person you are, like hopefully people are smart enough not to like do that trade. But yeah, it just feels like they traded a bunch of like Sisbot. Like they got like a bunch of Froakie shinies from Sisbot, and then they're like, you know, building a legitimate collection by trading fake shinies. Like that's kind of like feels weird to me. Yeah, exactly. It's like novices, like new cheaters. people are new to cheating and scamming. You know, maybe in like 5 years they'll be dropping their own Bitcoin. But for now, they're figuring out shiny Pokemon and PK Hex. I mean, at the end of the day, like, none of these, like, shinies only have as much value as you personally are giving them. Like, I hate to admit it, but like, 99% of the time I even see shinies in competitive Pokemon, I just assume they're not real, even though, like, I breed shinies, you know, I assume people think mine are not real. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of ecosystem that we live in. Where it's like, who does it really benefit, these systems? I don't know. Like, maybe it makes us play the games longer. I don't really know, to be honest, but... Like, whenever I'd see shiny... Is it shiny Regieleki in Sword and Shield? I just assumed you hacked that? I don't know, because, like... I feel like most competitive battlers don't really, like, reset shiny hunt like that. Like, they're not gonna sit there and shiny hunt a legendary on that level. Just to get bad IVs for it. Yeah, I mean, but like, at the end of the day, like, it's the systems in place of these games that, like, make me think that. Like, if everything was just, like, accessible or whatever, like, not even necessarily, like, the shiny aspects, but, like, being able to turn a shiny Pokemon's IVs into 0 and such, like, that type of stuff would just really open up a level of accessibility. Because a big part of, like, even what I'm doing here, well, I mean, this is one that I can't catch in game right now, obviously, but for the most part, whenever I'm like breeding Pokemon, I'm breeding them because I'm hunting for a certain IV spread. Like, I'm hunting for a shiny that has 0 IVs and a certain stat. So yeah, if they, like, somehow, like, I think it's absolutely faster overworld hunting and all that jazz. But yeah, like, it is what it is, I guess. We don't need to keep talking about Gen Pokemon. But it's interesting how many people have, like, come in trying to trade me a Shiny Froakie. Like I said, it's one thing if you have a legitimate shiny and you're trying to get a shiny for it. Like, I'm totally, like, if it was a real Shiny Froakie, like, sure, I would trade you a legitimate shiny. But even, like, the way that person, like, phrased their comment, it made it seem like they had an abundant amount of Froakie. Like, every shiny, you know, every shiny that gets traded to them, they're gonna just trade out another shiny Froakie. So yeah. Again, like, you can do whatever you want as your individual self. Like, if you want to trade with that person and you don't care, like, that's fine. I'm just saying, I personally would never trade with them. Because in my opinion, knowing that it already is probably genned, I don't even know if they genned it correctly. Or, like, if there's anything on it that could eventually trigger something in the system. I'm not going to risk my whole career in Pokemon to... It's not even, like, that serious, let's be real. Like, if I got banned online, I would just move on and do something entirely different. You know what I mean? It maybe even be liberating to, like, have that occur. But the point is, it's just, like, not worth it in my mind. Like, for how little I truly value shinies on that level, it's like, I would never risk playing competitively for a shiny Pokemon. It just seems insane. Alright, we are still just cruising around here. No luck. This is becoming a nightmare of a hunt, I will admit. And I could have solved it all just by trading for that shiny Froakie. Drats. If only I just didn't transfer that other shiny. Alright, yeah, we're just like continuing on here. Probably gonna throw a French bread pizza here in a second in my convection oven so it can cook while I'm still hunting. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, this will be 7:36. Will we have luck? Jeez. Nothing just yet. Alright, let's go. Hey, boo boo. My little cute cat, she's just being a sweetie. How are you, little one? What are you doing? Alright. Let's get this batch hatched. And I'm gonna real quick go throw in this French bread pizza in the oven. Thanks again though for tuning in. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I prefer to hunt my shinies. Like, even trading for them sometimes, like, I don't like doing because I can't, unless I know you personally, or like, it's kind of hard to make that trade without feeling like there's a chance it's not real. I remember back in the day, used to trade all the time, but it would be like for clones, like people would, you know, breed the thing, but then they would just clone the crap out of it. So you were essentially just getting a copy of a Pokemon that was real. And like, people, we can argue about that and say that those are still not real. And like, I would agree to a point, yeah, you're right. But the thing is that the way Pokemon are determined, like, I guess like one day, like Pokemon could turn on a switch and be like, all Pokemon that share the same OT and trainer number are sus. But that's how event Pokemon are. Like, essentially event Pokemon are exactly the same as like that concept of cloning. Like, they all share the same PID, same OT and trainer ID. But like, the reality is like they do have documentation of all events that they've released, so they could verify. But yeah, there are like certain Pokemon that if you have them in home right now, they could like potentially trigger you getting banned. Like, there's some event Pokemon in the past, like Shiny Pavilion, the Pokeball one, like if you have that, that was never released as a shiny. So if you have it by chance, like technically it can be in home and it could have been transferred in. But if you do have it, there's like a really high risk of your account getting terminated at some point down the line. If you have something like that. Yeah, I do have Ice Stone. Alright, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go put this French bread pizza in the oven real quick. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry. Alright, real quick. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a few more eggs while I do this. I don't offer trade gen Pokemon to others unless someone absolutely begs for one, and even then I'll make sure they understand it's not in-game captured. Yeah, that's why I like you, Reverse Dawn, a lot. Like, I really appreciate having you in the stream. It's been cool, like, chatting about it, honestly. Like, it's maybe kind of controversial, but it's something that's worth talking about, that's for sure. Alright, chat, just real quick, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go throw some pizza in the oven, and then we'll continue on. But yeah, thanks again for... Wait, what the fudge? Is that not the right? Oops, sorry about that. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. Just one sec. Alright, I'm back. Got myself some more coffee too. Thank you for your patience. Just want to make sure I put in some food for myself here. But yeah, thanks again for coming out to the stream today. Hope everyone's doing well. We're currently on 740 eggs. Wow. Let's get some more here before we move on. Pretty intense. Definitely not ideal. Alright, nice. Yeah. Yeah. You've seen some people say that Pokemon 100% clone to each other, but reality is those do have unique PID, so reality won't matter, but it isn't correct in their identical. So they do have different PID? Oh, wow. Very interesting. Okay, then that, like, makes them unique then. So they aren't clones. Because clones have the exact same PID. Obviously, they're the same Pokemon. That's interesting. I mean, at the end of the day, like, these type of things don't... I feel like there's more, like, fear-mongering in the community in regards to, like, getting banned and such. Like, there are legitimate things that will get you banned, like, because they don't exist. You know, things are shiny locked, for example. But I do feel like, for the most part, like, unless you're, like, the information and the... It's like, if it's really hard to tell if something's fake or not, then it's more than likely not gonna be an issue. Like, because I'm, like, someone who makes content and such, like, I generally just try to keep my collection as clean as possible. You know, within, like, what I know. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to do a shiny living dex, but if I did, down the line, want to do that, you know, I would never want it to include anything that was not, like, something I hunted myself, or known to be from a legitimate source. Do I have 2 Herba Mysticas? I do. If you want, real quick, I said real quick. Real quick, like, if you want, I can give you a shiny boost. Since I have to make a new sandwich for myself here in like a minute or two. Real quick, I can like host for the stream 3 people that want to get a shiny boost of a certain type, and then I can give it to you for free, like in a union room, and then I'll just soft reset, and I'll get my Herba Mystica back, and then you can have a 30-minute hunt for a certain type. Like, I'm down to do that real quick. I'm feeling generous today. I typically don't stream on Friday, but this hunt has been haunting my dreams, and I just want to continue on doing it, you know? My sleep schedule has been so messed up with my current job. Like, my eyes look crazy. Like, I feel good, but my sleep is all over the place. Like, I sometimes don't even go to bed till like 6 in the morning because of my job. But hey, enough about that. What's the type that you're hunting? Like, what Pokemon are you hunting? And then I'll like let you know what I'm gonna host. And then if there's anyone else watching that's interested in getting a free shiny boost, I'll let you know what you have to do in the union room sandwich maker or whatever. Essentially, like, I'll give you like 1 ingredient you have to bring, and then you'll bring salt. You'll bring, like, for example, maybe like green pepper and salt. And then I'll bring all the other ingredients and the Herba Mystica, give you the boost, then when I soft reset, I get my Herba Mystica back, and I don't have to hunt, you know what I mean? Quillfish. Okay, so poison or water. Alright, so if anyone's interested in a poison or water sandwich shiny boost, encounter boost, I'm about to host a union room for 2 more people, including PHG. And let me know if you're intending, because I have to tell you what ingredient to bring, and you'll all bring one ingredient, and then bring salt, and we'll make the sandwich, and then you can hunt for 30 minutes. Essentially, like, whenever I soft reset my game, it'll disband the group. You'll still keep and retain the boost we created from the sandwich, but I'll just get all my resources back. So I'm gonna do that here right now. Let me just transfer these. The code will be up momentarily, but I'll do water or poison. It doesn't really matter. I'll probably do poison, because you're probably hunting in the water, right? Like, that's what I assume. So it'd probably make sense to do poison, so you don't just spawn, like, you spawn potentially more Quillfish, as opposed to just more water Pokemon that are obviously going to be there. Alright, let me set up this union room real quick. Also, because you gave me that shiny earlier, I mean, like, of course I'm gonna, like, at least hook you up at least once with this, you know? It would make, you know... Maybe this will, like, fuel more shinies coming this way. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a symbiotic relationship. I give you the Sammy, you go and you get the shiny. Alright, SSR... DTM. That will be the union room code. So if you want to join, feel free to. But, like, let me know if you are, like, in your in-game, so I can tell you which ingredient to bring. Because it will mess up the sandwich if we don't all, like, work on this together. It's fine if no one else wants to join too. It makes it easier. I'm leaving the offer up primarily because... Okay, Carlos. If you're there, Carlos, even if you don't type in chat, just listen to me and listen to my instructions and you'll be solid. You can definitely write in the chat too, but, like, just as we make the actual sandwich, I'm gonna assign each of you one ingredient. Make sure you bring that ingredient because the sandwich will mess up otherwise. But alright, I'm just gonna start with this. So Carlos and Ender, welcome. So I'm gonna set up a picnic once we get our union room going. Join me, and then I'll start a sandwich, join the sandwich. I'm gonna make a poison sandwich, so... Let me just see. You're both gonna need at least... red like a pepper of some sort. So I'm hoping, like, you have these ingredients. Here. I'm gonna come over here. Alright. I'm gonna set up the picnic. Welcome over. Alright, so... Carlos, you're going to bring... green pepper. You bring green pepper. Both of you bring one green pepper, okay? Both of you bring one green pepper to the sandwich, and then for the next part, bring salt. So bring one green pepper, one salt. Join the Sammy. Click on the picnic table and join. You have to click on the picnic table and make a sandwich to join the sandwich making. Walk up to the table and press A, and then write make a sandwich. I mean, click on make a sandwich, excuse me. There's one person who's not doing it. Someone's not doing it. Walk up to this. You have to. Whenever I start making a sandwich. Here, let's just do the 2 then. Alright, walk up to the table and you have to press... You have to join on making the sandwich. This person right here to the left is not doing it, so... I'm not sure if they don't understand or if they're, like, intentionally not doing it. It's kind of hard to tell. Alright, if they can't join the sandwich, there's not really much saying that they can actually make the sandwich correctly. So, let's just make a different group, and I'll just share the code privately. Because I'm not really sure. They're not typing in the chat anywhere who this person is. So I'm just gonna disband the group. I'll send you a message though, PHG, so you can get the code. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing. They must have not known what to do at all. Like, they were just standing there though, like, that's the thing that was confusing. And you have to understand that, like, if they can't even click on the table to make the sandwich, I don't think they're gonna make the sandwich correctly. So I don't really want to risk wasting my time. Wait, actually, real quick, let me back up. Yo, what's up, Ada? Still no luck, but do you want a poison boost by chance? Because I'm about to give a free shiny poison boost to viewers. But, yeah. Oh, wait, you have to run to Walmart. Yeah, you should definitely, take care of that. Alright, so real quick, I'm gonna, trying to think, like, how I could do this. Where I can, like... Here, I'll just try it again. But if Carlos comes, I'm not gonna... No offense, I'm not going into the room. Because, like, it makes... If you wrote something in the chat right now and you were like, hey, that's me. Then I'd be like, hey, let's do this. But the fact that they can't type anywhere, they can't listen either. You know what I'm saying? It's like... let me just say this. If this can't work, if we can't work together to make this happen, I'm just not doing this right now. Okay? Like, that's just the reality of it. I'm just gonna continue hatching my eggs. We'll leave it like that. Like, either we work together and actually make this sandwich. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna go. Alright. I'm just trying to hook people up with a free shiny boost. That's all I'm trying to do here. Just trying to help you out. Alright, let's do this. I was just being too lazy to figure out a way to do it private, you know? I'm like, I don't even feel like changing anything. That's how lazy I am. I'm just like, why can't we just work? Why can't it just work? No. Alright, let's do this. It was someone random that I haven't seen before. Like their in-game name. Alright, so just bring a green pepper. And we should be solid here. I was just like staring into the void. Oops, I think I accidentally backed out of it. My bad. I think I hit B on accident. We have to make it again. Enter. Right. So I need to bring... Yeah, so just bring one green pepper and one salt. I'm just gonna do this. Pretty sure this will work. Alright, I'm just waiting for you to put a green pepper. Do you have butter by chance? Or pepper? It could be butter, pepper, salt, either of those. It's just something that doesn't affect the Sammy. If you have butter, that would work. I think there's a good chance you might. Because I think there's like NPCs that give it to you when you do your playthrough. So whenever you put on the green pepper, you have to press the plus sign and it takes you to the next screen, and that's where the salt, pepper, and butter will be. And then you pick one of those and you press plus sign again. I feel like that might affect it. I mean, we could try it. Might as well just... We have to make it at this point anyways, so... We'll see what it does, but... Yeah, you're gonna have to go buy some of these ingredients if you wanna... Yeah. It'll be real quick for you to do that, though. It'll be super easy for you. Let's see if the vinegar... I feel like this will mess it up, but... Here, let me just make it. Or actually, no, you can help. That's fine. Just make sure everything makes it on. Nah, that's fine, yeah. It's pretty big. Alright, sick. I'm curious now to see what this actually turns into. Alright, so we'll find out here in a second. Quite the sandwich. Pretty good sandwich there, PhD. So you have experience in this. Alright, let's go. The moment of truth. What will this actually turn into for you? If it turns into poison still, that'd be amazing. Let's find out. It worked. Alright, you're golden. Alright, good luck on the hunt, alright. So I'm gonna soft reset now, and you should be good to just head back to your Quillfish. It worked. I guess vinegar is neutral in that scenario. I don't know if it is typically, but yeah, it worked. So maybe vinegar is a similar type of concept. It doesn't really change much. No. Because I don't want to use the ingredients. If I stay, it's going to waste my Herba Mystica. But since I soft reset, I got my Herba Mystica back. Because I'm not actually doing a shiny hunt for poison type right now. I'm hatching these eggs. So I need to have the egg bonus going. But you still keep it. When I disband it, as long as you don't soft reset your game or whatever, if you hit the right button on the analog, it'll show that you have the sparkling power going. But yeah, there are times that I'm down to like hang out and shiny hunt together, but that's not really what I'm trying to do at this exact moment. I just wanted to hook you up with a shiny boost for free so you can like increase your odds. at like no cost to you. It's an interesting exploit in the game currently. Like you just do a hard save before. Yeah, exactly. Nailed it on the head. Sorry about that, Carlos, bro. I don't know, like, I'd be willing to give you another chance. It's just like, I'm not really like, I can't be sitting around all day. All it takes, dude, is just responding. It's just like a courtesy thing. Like I was just trying to do something for everyone. I don't even know if Carlos is here anymore. Let's be honest. But yeah, I wasn't really sure what they were doing. Like, I almost felt like they were intentionally not joining the sandwich. Like, I don't know, I couldn't tell. But like, the longer I stared at it, it was just like, yo, come on. Let's go. Carlos. A huevo. Alright, let's continue on. Alright. Enjoy your journey into Walmart. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. We are continuing on here with our shiny hunt. 746. Yeah, you'll be noticing like all the poison types spawning everywhere too. Alright. 747. Is this the shiny one that'll take us to heaven? Dang. I'm really hoping that today is the day though. Tomorrow is absolutely going to be a VGC stream. It's long overdue already. Like, it's only been a few days since Series 2 has been announced, but I need to get those battles. I'm like super excited. I wanted to try to hit rank 1 this month. I think I might actually try to do that. Like, I didn't really try to do it so far in the game, but you know, it's usually a good thing to strive for early, like the first couple days, but it's still like, it's still possible throughout the entire month to climb like that. Yeah, we could definitely do that sometime, PhD. I do have a Discord. Like, that's something I want to do with the community here, especially. Like, I want to actually host stuff like that. Especially on the Daily Sassifrass YouTube channel. I want to try to do community... Like, that channel is very much, like, highlights a lot of times of, like, shiny hunts and such. And I think a good way to get involved with the community on the channel would be absolutely to, like, do some shiny hunts. Like, I generally grind the game a lot. Like, I would be down to, like, you know, just chill out and have some relaxing experiences like that. Alright, 750, let's see. Oh wow, that's interesting. The nuance of each generation. The nuance. Hey Jathan, welcome to the stream, how's it going? Currently on 750 eggs for Froakie. A little ridiculous, but here, I'm gonna head back to the desert. It's a little ridiculous at this point, but we're trying to finish what we've started. I'm gonna go through the rest of the eggs I have prepared, and if I get a shiny, that will be the end of this hunt finally. But you know, worst case scenario, we're gonna have to keep hunting. This is definitely the longest hunt in this game, but I think my longest egg hatch that I've like actually kept record of was 444 or something like that. No, 1,444. Excuse me. Like 1,444. Or something around that number. Was for like a shiny Rotom in Sword and Shield. It's a relatively nightmare-ish, but especially for like a Rotom. How's everything going with you though? Like, and hope everyone's doing well. Oi, oi, oi. It would be kind of cool to like, I don't know. Definitely like, I would like to plan out, like, I'll probably post something about on the community tab at some point about doing like a Union Room community stream where, you know, we hang out and shiny hunt together. 751. Jeez Louise. But yeah, tomorrow I'm definitely going to be battling. Trying to get some battles in for Series 2. Alright. Got another egg hatch. And no luck. There has to be a shiny in this batch. Like, come on. 753. Is this the one? Please be a shiny, please be a shiny, please be a shiny. Dang. That's crazy. 754. Will it be a shiny? Come on. We've almost done 100 eggs. I think 2 more and it's 100 today. Wow. Alright, 755. Will this be a shiny? Come on, Shiny Froakie. Dang. It's brutal. It's brutal out here in the desert. Oops. The worst part about these hunts is just transferring all the Froakie at the end. Becomes a little tedious. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, Verston, you have a good night, bud. Good talking. Enjoy the evening. Yeah, hopefully within the last few boxes we have here, we snag ourselves the shiny. I really hope I don't go above 1,000 egg hatches. But, you know, I actually feel pretty good today. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't even, like... I'm looking at this number like, wow, I can't believe I've done this many hatches for this, but... It's whatever. Like, it doesn't feel as... Maybe because it's a new day, and we've only done... We're about to do our 100th egg of the stream. So... That's like pretty minute in comparison to the rest of our hunt. I mean, 100 eggs though. This is the 100th egg of the day. Be a shiny. Come on. No luck. Alright, let's just keep on keeping on. But yeah, again, getting a bunch of Stardust and stuff, just collecting items. It's always good. 757. Come on. Jeez Louise. What is going on here? How is this possible? We are definitely in the unlucky area, but let's be real, it's just probability. 758. Still no luck. Alright, we have 2 more here. 759. Hatching this many eggs is a crime. Jeez. All these Froakie. Why'd this have to be the one Pokemon that takes this long? They're making me work for this one. Come on, 760. Let's see how much, like how many eggs we generally have left in our inventory. Let's see. 1, 2. Like around like 80-ish. So that's still pretty good odds for us to. We still have a really good chance that we're gonna get it today. I don't know. I've had so many insane, like, extremes in this game. Like I hatched a Finzian on my first egg. I hatched Toadskull on one stream with only 3 eggs left in my box. It was like the second to last egg was the shiny. It was insane. And now this one's kind of like probably destined to be the one that never happens. I'll sit here for years. Oh, we'll get that Froakie. And then I'll have like hundreds of people trying to trade me shiny Froakies that are genned and PK hexed and are traded from Sassifrass. And I'll have, you know, it'll just be like, we'll create the rules of like legitimacy just based on how many conversations we'll have. I'll create like an encyclopedia of like what to look for and a red flag. Alright, so how much time do we have left on this? Still have a lot of time, like 19 minutes on this boost. Alright, here we go. 761. Will this be the shiny Froakie? If I feel like it has to be there today, right? I'm gonna be so happy once we get it. I'm gonna be so genuinely genuinely excited. Let me just give you that pretense. What am I, like a Star Wars character? Telling you what I feel? I've been watching The Bad Batch, actually, speaking of Star Wars, on Disney+. That show looks good. I like the animation in it a lot. And like the design of the characters. But I'm also a big fan of the Clone Wars. Alright, let's see. Alright, 764. RNGs, if you're out there. I know I haven't been going to RNG church on Sunday, but please. What have I done to bear the weight of this suffrage? I feel it in my neck. This shiny hunt. There's like a knot I'm forming. Poor Froakie. You don't even know your fate, but I already know where you're going. You're going down a dark path, young one. No one will love you where you're going. No one protect you in your little dream ball. Yeah. I'm gonna transfer some of these because future me will you know, be thankful I did some work today. I'm gonna pull these from the back, because... You just got Shiny Greninja? Wait, what do you mean? From like a Wonder Trade or something? Or did you like... You mean like you got a Froakie? Wait, I'm confused. Like, did you just turn on your game and there's a Froakie? Shiny or like Greninja? Or do you mean like you bred it and you got it fast? Like relatively fast? Hey, little one. My cat's up here, she's being a sweetie. My one friend, he hatched his in 30 eggs. But again, it's all probability. And when you know how these games actually are function, it's like, you just got unlucky with the RNG seed. Wonder Trade? Oh yeah. It's probably, there's people that are like, making, like there's a lot of YouTubers that just trade out like Gend, Froakie, and Greninja. Like that's pretty much what it is, probably. But you know, it could be legit. I don't know. If it's too good to be true, it's more than likely not true. But you know, it doesn't, like if it's being traded in game and stuff, like again, we were talking about this pretty extensively today. You're probably not at risk in your game. I mean, Greninja's allowed in the game currently. So you having the shiny, even if they like got it from a Sass Spot and Wonder traded it to you, wouldn't really be a risk to you. Yeah. Exactly. Alright, 767. Dang, no luck. Let me get away from these Rufflet. We all know Rufflet love to just pile up on you. Or me, specifically here. But yeah, this is my favorite area to hatch eggs in. It's pretty open. A lot of items that we can sell for profit. Like I walked away with 700 like cash. 700,000 cash one time after grinding this. I was like, how is that possible? Like, I'm sure some of it was like items from raids too, but it's insane how much Stardust and Star Pieces you end up accumulating. No luck. Again, thanks again for tuning in. I hope everyone's doing well, like I said. We're enduring the hunt. Yeah, I guess it'll add a little bit more value to the Pokemon in my heart once we get it. Like, we're definitely going to use this once Greninja's viable or usable in VGC. Right now, Charizard, Cinderace, and Greninja are still not allowed. It's still regional decks. But I imagine Greninja could be used, whether it be in singles or... Like, definitely singles, but like... I feel like Greninja even got play in doubles back in the day. But then it's like... I always think of like Water Shuriken and such, and I'm like, well, maybe I would run mixed attacker Greninja. I mean, you could go fully offensive too. Like, Greninja's just one of those Pokemon where it's like, its move pool is so diverse that you could essentially go different pathways with it. Sorry, I forgot to switch these out. Like, the one I'm breeding is for... It's leaving the options on the table open to even a fully special offense, because that is its higher offensive stat. But that doesn't necessarily matter. But yeah, like I can always like even just go fully physical if I wanted to, mix attacker, or go especially offensive with the way I'm breeding my Froakie to have 0 attack IV. Because if I did want to end up putting physical attacks on, I just give it a bottle cap. But it's optimized for special attacking currently. I haven't really done much singles on the stream, but that would be kind of fun to get back into stuff like that too. Besides just doing like VGC. Like I love VGC because I just feel like there's so much more complexity battle-wise, and there's a lot of Pokemon that typically aren't good that are really good in double battles. Because it's like having a support Pokemon in the field is actually really clutch. Alright, 771. No shine. Let's keep on keeping on. I mean, it's still pretty early in the day. Alright, 772. Will it be a shiny? It's a nice, very relaxing tune. For real though, my neck is killing me from like, just in general. Like I'm joking around, it's not like actually from playing this, but yeah. Feels good to stretch like that. It's just like tense and like tight. Like a lot of the muscles up here. 774. Jesus. Orange Jesus, I mean. Come on. You wanna die, fool? You wanna die? Alright, let's keep going. I got a shiny Donphan running around here during the shiny hunt though. That's so funny. I got a shiny Donphan. Like I had more luck getting a full odd shiny than breeding my Masuda method. That's funny. What if I collected... I mean, eventually you'd assume like I'd get every shiny in this area just by running around, right? Okay, we have like 9 minutes left on this boost. Thanks again though for coming out. It's been chill, you know? It's been a fun conversation to have throughout these streams versus like changing from, you know, just talking about general ethics in Pokemon. You know, just like stuff like that's pretty interesting. Like, I'm just in the camp of, like, if it doesn't affect me and my gameplay, I don't really care what you do. You know? Like, I'm not a purist. Like, I mean, my stuff is, like, everything I own, from my best of my knowledge, is legit, except for the stuff that, like, you know, I'm not entirely sure where its origin is from. But, yeah, it's like... I don't know, I just think it's a video game at the end of the day, and people should just play it how they want to. Like, for real. It's more just like the kind of like psychopathic aspect of it, where people like try to like make it seem like it's something that's not like, oh, I get all these shinies, but they're not even real or something. Like they're all genned. Or it's like, oh, I bred this, but it's like clearly fake. That's where it starts getting questionable. Because that's just like you being a liar. Like, you actually owning the thing or doing the thing, if you're being honest about it, it's like, whatever, you know? I don't care. But then again, it's like, you're not obligated to be honest or truthful on the internet. So we're 777 and no luck. That's unfortunate. 778. Come on. Yo, this is nuts. Maybe I have to like get my French Dittos something like, maybe I need to get them like some like aphrodisiacs or something. I don't really know. Like, what do I have to do to make this work? Like, my French Ditto lost its mojo or something. Like, you out here like pimping on all my Pokemon, giving me the shiny. What's different about this one? You know? Something about it just like is not working out. We need to get those recessive genes going to get that shiny Pokemon. Alright. I mean, we still have like, again, like a decent amount. It has to be here. Please. Please be here. I mean, the fact that I hatched a Pokemon on the very, like I hatched a shiny on the very first egg in a hunt I did. It really like, kind of like brought into the idea that like literally any egg can be it. Any one of these eggs could be the shiny. So even though it may seem like, hey, you've done over 700 and you only have like 60 left, there's no chance, no shot that there's like a shiny there. There is. You know, literally every single one of these eggs, same odds. There's no like pattern. There's no like payoff for doing more eggs. Like, I'm just the dumb human playing the RNG seed of this game. You hoping to find the female raid? Female Indeedee raid? I appreciate you like hunting that for me. That's like super clutch. 781, no luck. I was talking about that earlier. That's kind of like what led into the whole discussion about... Well, I guess the people offering Shiny Froakie to me was what started the PK Hex genning conversation. But it was also like segued into the Trick Room Zero Attack female Indeedee that I like long for. But it's like a rare thing to find. Yeah, right. Raid RNGesus for sure. $783. How do you pray to RNGesus? You know, like. This has definitely been one of those hunts that, you know, you think it's gonna go fast, and then fast forward and you're on your deathbed. Oh Lord Arceus, bless this noob before us with the gift of your shine. Who you calling noob? Let the next Froakie relieve him of his burden. Yo, if I got the shiny on that, that would be epic. I would just start, like, I'd join a call or some shit after that. I'd, like, believe anything if that worked. Alright. Heresy. That'll put you on a watch list if you write that too many times in someone's chat. Alright. Yeah, where's Evo, yo? He's the real shiny luck. Like, it needs to be in correlation with him spontaneously, like, you know, like if we say his name, he's like sitting over in his house right now, like about to fall asleep, and he has a thought like, Sass, should I check the stream? Should I see if you need my shiny luck? You know how like sometimes you didn't get the shiny? Ah, jeez. Sorry, bro. You know how sometimes you like think of someone and then they like hit you up like moments later? That shit. Eva! Where are you? Just continuously tortured to hatch eggs. I mean, I don't have to do this. I want to do this. So there's a difference. It's like me getting shiny is in correlation to him like a bad event happening in his life. Oh, I just had like this super dark thought. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah. Alright, 789. Fucking Christ. Oops. I mean, RNGesus. Excuse me. Pardon. Like, generally swearing is not, like, the biggest deal. Like, I try to avoid it, but, like, YouTube lately, from what I've seen, is, like, pretty strict about that stuff, so I think I'll try to be better about that. Poor Evo, yeah. I agree, though. He's a homie, first. Shiny luck, second. Alright, let's make another sandwich. Get our egg hatches going. Pardon while I take a little snack here. Oh yeah, I made a pizza. I actually completely forgot about the pizza. It's good though. I should like try to stack it. Like every banana on top of each other. Goodness gracious. Oh wow, this is interesting. This is the way his hair laid down there. Should I cut that? Alright, let's keep going. Star piece. I'm excited for this weekend. Beans indeed. Is beans your favorite food? Or is it just like your catchphrase? Or is it like kind of like a moment of discretion? Like discretion or something, like where it's like you're like disgruntled, like beans. Like when I don't get the shiny, I should be like beans. That's just a bucket of beans. Speaking of beans, honestly, beans and weens is like top tier, like cheap food. It's just like hot dogs, like chopped up and cooked in baked beans. Put in like some mustard or some shit. It's fucking. There I go again, dropping the F-bomb. It's fire. It's good. It's like some cheap meal, but it's good. And I'm not someone that even really likes eating hot dogs much these days. Alright, so no luck. Traversing the terrain. I hatched an egg. Oh wait. Will it be a shiny? 793. Oh, beans. It's not a shiny. The beans are just pouring out. Remember in, what was that show back in the day on Disney Channel? That's Even Stevens. The one that Shia LaBeouf was in. Beans. There was a character on that show. There's a kid named Beans. That's what I think of too. Some of you might not even know what I'm talking about if you're too young. But yeah, that guy, Shia LaBeouf, he was like a kid actor in this show on Disney Channel. What was his name in the show? I'm trying to remember. I'm thinking like Izzy and Ren, but I'm like, that can't be right. Was Ren Stevens right? I feel like that's the sister's name. I don't remember, to be honest. It's been so long since I've even thought about that. This game has so much weird glitches. Here, I'm gonna say real quick. So we're almost at 800 eggs. Like, wow. Green sign. These are some good remixes, though. It's good that this game allows us to turn off the background music and play something else. Yeah, this batch will get us to 800. Wow. Quite the hunt. Oh, Lewis. Yeah, so it was Ren, though. 796. That's right, Lewis. Interesting. I missed a shiny Rufflet? Are you serious? I don't believe you. I do have one, but did I seriously pass one? If I did miss one, it'd be whatever. I already caught one before. Beans was played by Stephen Anthony Lawrence. Nice, got the IMDb all on here. I am curious. I almost want to go back and look and see. Are you trolling me? Cause like, I'm curious now. Did I really miss one? So like around, well, let me write this down. 2:28. I'll check later when I'm done streaming. That'd be nuts if that's the case. Because I really wasn't looking. I didn't really care. God, these are... It's a nightmare. Alright. This should be the 800. No luck. I have my Switch code public. I'm trying to think like what it is. You almost missed this. Yeah, that one I could understand missing it almost. I think that's what it is. Yeah. That should be my Switch phone code. Honestly, if I did miss the Rufflet, that's hilarious. That's actually kind of content in itself, but I'll verify if you're trolling me or not. Because I could believe that I missed one. Oh, on Discord? I don't know about necessarily friending just yet, but I'm definitely down to like message. But I have a Discord also that we can chill in. Let's see. Thanks, Ada. Yeah, feel free to join there. I do talk there, like, and yeah, we do hunts, raid hunts sometimes when we're just chilling. I also do post stuff about battling, VGC. Alright, so 801. Beans. Bada beans. Alright, so this is 802 actually. Let me actually keep track. Wow. 803. This has become pretty involved, I guess. This is the best way to say. 803. Pretty intense. I don't really know what the shiny snake looks like. Oh no, not the rufflets. $804. Come on, be the shiny. I just want to get it. I'm gonna evolve it right away once I hatch it. Nice. Glad you're home safe. Jeez Louise. It's the weekend. It's Friday. Happy weekend. Now you have me like looking at all these rough. What am I doing? There we go. Got a little distracted. You got the shiny quillfish! Yo, congratulations. That's sick. Catch that, baby. That's great news. At least someone had some shiny luck. It'd be cool to find a shiny Reller, just like accidentally. It's possible. Yo, PhD, congratulations. Congrats on your new shiny. Well played. Alright, 806. Dang. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it looked cool. It's cool that you're gonna, those are fun to like build and then like set up and have them around. 807. Well, regardless of what ends up happening today, I am gonna be streaming battling tomorrow. So we'll play it by ear. If I have to resume this hunt after, I will, but we'll postpone it. If by chance we don't hatch it in the next, like, 50 eggs we have or whatever. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Still no luck. It's a pretty cool looking screen though. It's like simple but effective. You're naming it Forever? Why? Because it took forever? Or because you'll love it forever? Forever. So no luck. 810. Jesus. Orange Jesus. Alrighty. How much time do I have left on the sandwich? About 15 minutes. Very cool. I might have to put a song in the queue. Something that will help out a little bit more with the vibes. With the vibes. 811. Can this possibly be a shiny? If we hatched it by moonlight, that'd be amazing. Come on. 812. I guess I could ride the opposite direction. Oops. Wow. Alright, 813. Yes, yes. This is grueling. We have 2 more in this batch. Let's continue on. I feel like it's gonna be there. I just have a... I'm gonna manifest it. Yeah, I know, right? If it ends today, it'll all be worth it. I mean, it'll all be worth it regardless, but... Yeah, I feel like this is my longest hunt in this game in general, like, outside of any hunt. I'm done shiny-wise. Which makes me think breeding is not that great in this game. But, you know, it's just probability. It's all luck. Or perceived luck, at least. My human brain finds comfort in the numbers. But yeah. Very nice. Looking good so far. Getting all these items and such. Yo, I appreciate that, PhD. That's really nice of you to say. It's good having you in the chat and such, you know? Hopefully, you know, even if this hunt's been taking a while, it's been nice hanging out. That's the truth. There's just so many other things to hunt, you know, and things to do in the game that when you get caught up in a hunt this long, it just, you know, it becomes very tedious and monotonous. But breaking it up into multiple sessions definitely has helped me through it. And like I said, like, I love amphibians, and Greninja is definitely top tier shiny. So... gotta do it. We're not gonna take anything less than our legitimate hatch. Especially since we've put this much time into it. It wouldn't make sense to just like... even if someone traded me a legit shiny, I like would still be breeding for this. But it's like hard for me to think someone's out there trading a legit shiny for free. Alright. Yeah, but I'm gonna look for a song to put in the queue real quick. There's a song in my mind that I've been wanting to play. have one more egg here. Let me just get it. Okay, this will be 820, ladies and gentlemen. Still no luck. Alright. Let's get this batch out. So we have, what, like 5? We have like... Ooh, we only have like 17 more eggs left. Well, 23. Or 22, excuse me. Because of my, No. Because it's 18 in there. I think I was counting wrong. Wow. We're actually almost done with the eggs today. That's crazy. But we did add a decent amount to our hunt. I'm not gonna... I don't think I'll try to get more. Part of me wants to, though. There's like an element of me... Because the one stream that I did, I ended up just like reacting to some stuff while I was getting more eggs. But, you know, generally I feel like the getting egg part of this is not that interesting. That's why I was like trying to do something else on stream when I was doing that. Because I can't really do much in this game while I'm trying to get eggs. I think I'm just gonna, once I finish all of the batch, I'm probably just gonna end the stream. And whether or not, if we get the shiny, obviously this is the conclusion of the hunt. If we don't get the shiny, then probably Sunday I'll like do another stream to continue. Otherwise it will be Monday at my normal stream time at 1 PM Pacific time. But yeah, tomorrow for sure I'm going to be spending a good amount of time actually playing VGC on the ranked ladder online in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. And if you're interested in that at all, or even if you're just like a novice, like maybe you're trying to learn VGC, totally consider tuning in. I'll be streaming it on Twitch and my Sassifrass VGC channel. But yeah. Also, if the team ends up doing well, you might want to consider even trying it out on ladder yourself, because I will probably put it up for a rental code by the end of the stream. Alright, this is the song I wanted on. This is the song that's going to bring us a shiny. Come on. Please ruffle it, don't come to me. I know it's all me. Like I said, any one of these eggs, even though it looks like the odds are against us, any one of these eggs have the potential to be the shiny. Alright, 825. Caspa Kid, yeah, I'll just prep more eggs off stream and such. Like, that's what I'll do. If I don't get it, and we'll just have to try again. Unless, like, I have a change of heart in like 5 or 10 minutes for some reason. And I'm like hell-bent on continuing on. Because I have so much time today. But that could also be distributed working on some freelance projects and stuff I need to kind of start. Like, it's not ideal to spend like 4 to 6 hours doing something like this. But yeah. I definitely have to like start some stuff this weekend. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, maybe it was 17. Thanks again though for tuning in. Definitely consider subscribing or like liking, help out on the YouTube algorithm, or you know, in general. Just like, even just hanging out for a little bit is good enough. But yeah, for the most part, we have 17 eggs left. And after that, we're just gonna see what happens. Alright, 8:26. I was like zoning out there for a moment. I was just like, where am I? 8:26. Maybe I'm telling myself I was manifesting the shiny, but like the reality was I was like not. Yeah, maybe I was doubting myself. See how like I'm going to this like crazy, there's no causal or causation relationship here at all. But like the human brain needs an answer. I need a sign. Where's my rookie? Where's my lucky rabbit foot? I almost said Rocky. It's like Scooby-Doo or something. Yo, this song is sick. Alright, 8:29. I'm probably gonna play a little bit of guitar, honestly, after this. I've been like wanting to play it a bit. It's always therapeutic to kind of just like play a song and chill out for a little. 8:30. No luck, it seems. Oh wait, I'm preemptively saying that. It'd be funny if it was a shiny and I said no luck. I wish that's what happened. That would be amazing. That would have been amazing. That would have been like the clip right there. Like I'm just like preemptively denying it. Alright. 8. We have 12 more eggs. Can I possibly get it? I've been actually thinking about investing in better tools to like record music because it's been so long since I've like recorded any songs, like originals and such. But I've been working on some stuff, like for a while now. Just like singer-songwriter stuff, kind of like punk ska, reggae, dub kind of stuff. I played in this band for about like 6-7 years when I lived out in Pittsburgh. We were like a ska punk band. We played a bunch of shows. Like we even played this big festival in West Virginia before. But this was years ago, like 10 plus years ago. Like, I was like probably 16 or 17 when we formed as a band. Yeah. And I'm like 34 now. But yeah, like I still keep up with music. Like I still write stuff and record and layer tracks. But I don't really have like this room I currently am in isn't really like good sound wise. Like it's very echoey. Walls are really thin types of situation. Like I had you know what I mean? Look out for Shiny Froakie. Yeah, it is a slight difference. I should try to keep an eye out for it. But there's ways to work around that, is what I'm getting at. Alright, 8:33. I think I'm gonna buy like a melodica, which is like pretty much like an air piano. It's kind of like a mixture of a piano, a little keyboard, and a wind instrument that you like breathe into. It's like very common in a lot of like kind of like reggae and dub music. But I've played them before because my roommate in college had one. I used to like jam on it all the time. And like I know how to play piano. Like I know basic music theory and like I used to study it as like a side hobby when I was in college. Like jazz, like I studied jazz and such. But like I just like improvising in general, like the looseness of, you know, creating something in the moment, not being perfect as well, but like it's like solving a math equation a lot of times, like the way music is. You're just kind of like consistently like, you can't like focus too much like as the person playing on the moment. You have to kind of think what's coming next. And like honestly, like even like playing just like and singing at the same time is relatively difficult, but I've done it so long that it's just kind of like, it's a matter of just repetition. Like when I'm trying out like a new thing, I just do it over and over until I like get to a point of comfortability where, you know, maybe my, like the strumming and guitar part is just like second nature. Like I'm not even thinking about it. And it's like, it allows me to emphasize and focus more on singing better or like accenting aspects of that a little bit better. And then like even from there, it's like you can take it to the next level and start like incorporating more like technical guitar to it, like licks and little fills, like even like trying to write parts that like harmonize or play with the vocal part. You're checking gens right now. Got 5-star polarized. Ah, jeez. Yeah, but there's like a couple songs I've been wanting to record for a while now that I've just been like writing over the last few years, like changing them over time, like making them different. But it's like the way I see them in my head are like I've written multiple parts for these songs, like bass, keyboard, guitar, distortion guitar, like lead guitar versus rhythm. But it's like when I'm practicing, it's just like me kind of doing one element of that. I actually have like a lot of like songs I've recorded just like layering them. You know, like I do every instrument, for example. I mean, the type of music that I like writing for generally is kind of like the sound is built by the layering of bass and drum, plus like the guitar a lot of times like strong offbeats in like ska and reggae, which gives that like kind of like bouncy like Alright. Honestly, if you're ever down, like, if you go on SoundCloud and type Kiwi Punch band, there's a band, that's my band from 10 years ago. There's 10 songs that were recorded. They still hold up to this day. If you're like a fan of punk or reggae or ska, or even just like chill, like trippy kind of like music, it's like a mixture of like getting heavier and like just very chill. Yeah. There's a really cool song on that album that we wrote called To Be Rude. Kind of like a... There's like a... You know how like for like punk, there's like punk rock or like... I'm trying to think of like... subcultures. That are usually like hippies to like jam bands or whatever. For like ska and like... I guess like even just reggae and dub and that type of like genre or like culture of music. Rude Boy is like the sub genre or whatever, like character thing. And it's kind of hard to explain. Like I can't really explain it. Like I want to explain it because I love talking about like the history of like ska and how it turned into reggae, blah blah blah, and all that. But Maybe one of these streams I'll like talk more about music if you're interested and give you a whole deep dive of like the history of like ska music, which you might not even know what I'm talking about. You might be like, what is he even talking about? What is ska? But it's like a great music genre that you most definitely have heard, but didn't realize probably like what it was. Alright, we have 2 more eggs here, chat. But yeah, it was like a music that originated in Jamaica in the late 50s. That pretty much is the father of reggae. Yeah, I'll give you one of these for sure. Anyone who wants one of these Froakie can totally have it. But after I hatch these 2, I'm gonna end my stream. Because I do kind of want to play some guitar. Chill out for a little bit. Just kind of like recite some of my songs. I haven't been playing much in a while, so it's like playing acoustic especially, you gotta like get your hands worked up and like get the calluses and everything. But I have like this hollow body jazz guitar that I typically play on, but I haven't even touched it like majority of the years I've lived out in California. Like I typically just play my acoustic. I don't really have like an amp or anything out here. But I've been thinking about investing in a way to like plug in directly into my computer with it. That way I can like record electric guitar stuff. Jamaican ska. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. That is a song. Jamaican ska. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, there's like so many songs you probably know. Like the Specials, especially, they're like a band. That was like considered like that was like a revival of the ska movement in Great Britain in the 80s. Alright, let's see. Dang, no okay, that's all the eggs. No luck on a shiny today either. Wow. Well, let me just verify there's no more eggs. Like, holy smokes, chat. How unlucky can you be? Well, I'm sure I could be more unlucky than even this. Let's look. Just verifying that's like all the eggs. Game over for sure. Honestly, it's been chill though. I mean, everyone who's been hanging out and keeping me company, it's been very well mannered and had some friendly conversation. So I mean, I've had positive experience regardless of the fact that this has become a very long hunt. So I mean, I appreciate you all being like here and hanging out. I have faith that like this will all be worth it in the end. I mean, it will be. I'm just shocked. But with that being said, I'm not gonna sit here and transfer these and make you watch me do that. Tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna be streaming some VGC stuff. So definitely consider checking me out on Twitch or check out my VGC channel on YouTube. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. The Sass Squad's getting strong each and every day. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, tune in. And I'll catch you in the next one. I'll either resume this on Sunday or Monday for Froakie. So take care, friends, and again, thanks again. Peace.